Talking to myself. Howdy, everybody. I think I'm live now. But, how we doing? Howdy, everybody. All right. Let's get the mic over here, you know. I think we're good, right? Right. Can I increase this a little bit? 110%. We good? What's up? What's up? All right, let's close that. All right. YouTube's looking good. Can y'all believe this is number 24? Not that I've been numbering them, but you know, I counted them up and figured I should put a number on it. So, all right, let me say my howdies. Henry, Stevie, Groundfog, Marco, Malcolm. Hello, sir. Go to dinner. We're gonna use yours. I'm not 2 hours late this week. Nice. Okay. Scooter. Hello. Ryan. Howdy, sir. The Matt. Hello. Oh, you're not supposed to see that. Ryan. Hello. Okay. I said the highs. So, just gonna jump into things, right? Because I'm a little tired, you know. Actually, did some work today, but I think if I can, I will show what's going on in Fusion for this guy, so that you guys can see what's happening. But so let's go with what's on the table first. Okay. I ended up working on the sheath for this. Let's see. Let me change this color real quick because it's a little warm. So do I go lighter? Let's see. Standard. So that looks okay, I guess. We'll go with standard. Okay. Okay. So, anyways, take a shot. There you go, Stevie. All right. I think this is like true color, right? So, because it's, you know, slate gray is kind of blue. And, anyways, I want things to look real. I worked on the sheath a little more, and it's pretty okay, I think. So the retention is not ridiculous. It's not gonna shake out. I've tried, you know, without, you know, being ridiculous, of course. But the I guess like the pressure when releasing is not bad because I have this like super sanded inside, and that's really nice. So that's good. It does have some rattle, but I think I'm really happy with the way this sheath turned out. And of course, it's the first sheath that I made, so hopefully I only improve. I ended up taking this rivet out and replacing it, but I decided not to like smash it like I did the other ones, so it's not as like, you know, stiff. Princess. So The retention is nice. But yeah, so that's sick for this one. Also, so that's enough of this knife. I think I'm done with this one officially. Um, the third knife has been sharpened, so I have to keep that in mind. So I ended up refinishing the handles. So you can't really tell it's burgundy. But I only did it to I think this is 80 grit. And if you remembered, it's still kind of there. So this side, it was kind of blown out from the counter bore. And it's not as bad, but it's still noticeable. So what I'm gonna do is probably, I don't know. I really like how thin it is, so excuse me. So I really want to keep it this way, but I think I need to finish it. You can see there's like some hazing. Obviously there's scratches just because I like this kind of finish, but I want this to be a little more crispier. There's like, you see that? Like a haze spot or something. So um I might fix that. Uh but then this one will be getting a sheath. I think I'm just gonna leave. I don't want to thin the handles out anymore, so I'm probably just gonna leave it like that. But yeah. So anyways, I think I could still fix it. It's like, maybe a thousandth of an inch or something ridiculous, um but yeah, but anyways. But this one's pretty nice, and yeah. But since the Matt D is here, uh are there any sassies available? No, there are not any sassies available. I'm not doing like, you know, spots. So it's just whatever I'm making. Um but I don't just have any available. Uh but since the mat is here, um so I'm working on this now. I screwed up. uh so I was sanding the flats, right? You can see I'm trying to get the flats going. And the dude, I'm like sanding it, doing the diagonal thing because I dig it, and it caught something. I don't know what, and then the bevel just went bink, and it hit. You see that? Which, this isn't bad. Um, I mean it sucks, obviously, but um, once I finish this sanding stuff, because obviously I'm gonna scratch the bevels. Um, I'm gonna regrind this one because I was looking at it, and you can see that's not, this bevel doesn't really touch that. But anyways, this part's a little higher than this side. So I will be, you can see just a hair. Oh, that needs to be straightened out. But it's just a hair different, which is great because that means I can at least grind those scratches out. So, but I'm currently working on this one, and this is the one I posted in the picture. Throw it away, exactly. But dudes, look at this grind. Like, this is off the grinder. Like, it's crazy thin. It's not really like a tall hollow, but it's still, I mean, like, this would cut you if you put enough pressure on it. Um but also, first time I'm using this material. So I grabbed a scrap piece because I didn't want y'all to see what the handles are actually going to look like. So, but they're gonna look like this. So this is white glass fiber, and I wonder if I can do the zoom in thing. Let's see. There we go. Y'all see that? Isn't that crazy? Um, there we go. Look at all that. All right, it looks terrible. But anyways, you get the gist. Um, Obviously this is dirty because, it just is. But it's pretty neat, and it's got these turquoise liners. So I think that'll be pretty sweet. And this stuff smells good too. So, you know what I mean? But that'll look nice. I think obviously it's not my decision, but I think this with like acid wash blade with the white will look really cool. I don't think I mean maybe the satin would look okay, but like, you know, I don't know. But it looks cool. Will it cut cheese? Yeah, it'll cut cheese. See that too. I got to fix that. This is what I need to get better at cuz I don't have a file guide. So I need to get better at not doing this bumping. Unless it's symmetrical, then I'd be fine with it, but um it's not. So see, I got to fix this too. See that? But that's fine. It's very okay cuz I'll fix it. So yeah. The bad thing with these knives, man, is I drilled out these for 3/16 and I have to hand file the holes to fit these Chicago screws because they're like, I think these are in millimeter, so these are like 5 mil. So it's like a couple, you know, couple tenths short or small. So yeah. But anyways, that one. But this grind, this one turned out pretty sick too. There's another freehand hollow, of course. Look at that plunge. Look at the plunge. So these were already pre-ground, right? Before today. And what I ended up doing was going back to 80 grit and just thinning them out a little bit more and then back up to 120. But you can see like, I'm still trying to get the muscles going. This one you can see it kind of waves right there. There you go. So I need to get the this part down more. But it's really fun. And yeah, you can see there's a lot of deep scratches in this one that need to get sanded out or ground out. So but yeah, this one's really cool. And this one's really thin as well. So I'm happy with this one. It's pretty symmetrical also. No, it is not. I lied. But the plunges look fantastic. What's this part? So these are pretty symmetrical. The bevel height. But this part's not. So I'll be sure to fix that. For some reason, I'm really good grinding like the left hand, like this way. I can do this like no problem. But this, I don't know why, but even though I'm right hand dominant, this just doesn't gel well, you know. Oh, David, howdy, welcome. Sorry. Yeah, I haven't thrown away any yet. I almost chunked one, but I decided just to slow down the belt. Um, because I thought maybe I'm just grinding too fast. And plus, I haven't done hollows in like a couple weeks, so I slowed the belt down and went back at it, and it was okay. I need to fix this one though for sure. Which that's no problem. I don't think there's definitely enough meat to do so. Oh, and I can see on this one, this the blade actually right here starts to go this way. You can see it. Which that's fine because I can fix that. The thing with the small hollow wheel is that like there's a lot of meat here. So like even if it starts to shift a little bit, is I mean, there's still a ton of metal in this area that you can adjust and fix whatever's happening. So I can definitely fix this. I think we'll find out. And if not, it'll just be a shorter knife. So I'll just make a smaller blade. If I can't get this out, just get it. It'll just be like this big. Make a Tonto. Or another reverse sheep's foot or something. Anyways, all right, enough rambling. But I'm really happy with the way these are turning out so far. Um, yeah, it's fun. Still not digging the whole sheath thing or a lot of the sanding, but you know, at least I can just sit there and listen to music. The one that it might help. What comment? Look at my long comment. What are you talking about? The fact that I read that one. The fact that you're not throwing stuff away. Um. Oh, I see. Sorry, Dylan. That's not horrible. Have you tried using the side of the belt to feather top of the bevel? So I did that today on one of them. It got like the nice not this one, but it got like the nice like kind of shoulder part. But I don't know. Obviously, it looks like a nicer transition, but I don't know. I think I'm just gonna keep doing it this way because I feel at this stage, since I'm still not great at doing the bevels, I might just end up chasing this thing and just chasing the shoulder out, like, to however far. And I don't really want to start chasing stuff too much. So there's other ways to do it. Like you could take a file in like a round file and, file that in or sand it in or um just fine, but yeah, definitely have to learn how to do the feathering part. But I think the way I do I don't know. I'll just have to learn eventually. This steel is so like sensitive. Like the littlest touches just want to stay. I was talking about keeping the top of the bevel crisp on the side of the bevel. Oh, okay, sorry. The plunges are pretty good. Yeah. There's Maddie. Were you here earlier? I just missed it. Kyle, I'm not gonna lie. I'm missing what you're saying on that one. That's a me thing because I on the side of the belt. I have to remember this is sharp. Uh, yeah, and thank you. I'll look it up and see. I started seeing people do this thing called the waterfall. I don't know if you've seen that. That's pretty wild. I'm not there yet. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. So, so on to uh the next thing is the spectra. If you chase the shoulder all the way to the spine, it's only that's very true. Neves has got everyone to think that the corner of the knife is the most important part of the knife. Well, you know, it is what it is. I don't, you know, I do my own thing. I don't buy into the hype of people's opinions. You know what I mean? And the corner of a knife is definitely not the most important part. I would think it's the actual function of the knife would be cutting. So there's that. Yeah, some people just get so caught up in this thing and pun intended, right? But yeah, they just get too bent up about it. I get it, but it's whatever. So anyways, I mean, no, he's not wrong. It's his opinion or whatever. Everybody has their own opinion. It's fine. But so Spectra V3s, anyways, the company said that because of the inlays and the scales being thin, these are about 0.12 inches or 0.12 inches or a quarter of an inch, whatever you want to call it. Not a quarter, but whatever. Because of the inlays, and then I wanted them to be screwed in with the screw length and the all of the milling things like that. The tolerances wouldn't allow for the scales to be flat with this, which is it's 3 millimeters, but it's 0.12 inches thick. And the factory said, hey, we have to raise the scale width. If I'm never wrong, is it still an opinion? Yeah, it is. Edge termination matters, but it's not like, I mean, the be all of a knife. I mean, look at Spyderco. You know what I mean? So, just saying. Just saying. People eat those things like candy. You know what I mean? They buy them up. So, I don't want to hear it. Leave that to Neves and Kyle. So, anyways, the thing I'm getting at here, they said we have to raise the scale to a 0.02 inches, which would be this. So if you see, Josh Howdy, if you see how much this is raised off of the scale, that's about how much the scale would be raised off of this knife. So it's not a ton to make it uncomfortable, and plus it'll be chamfered, so it'll feel okay, right? I think it'll feel good in hand. Um, let me pull up the. You didn't say anything about plunge. You said edge termination, buddy. So, gotcha. Gotcha. Right? Right. All right, I'm off screen for a moment. So, say whatever you want. All right. So I'm downloading this file so that I can open it in Fusion. I mean, I don't care about edge termination. I just want the plunge to look nice. Um, you know what I mean? I just designed the thing, so what do I know, right? Um, what do I don't know anything. I just draw on paper. So, I'll leave it at that. Okay, okay, Kyle. I can unmod you. You know that, right? We'll do display capture? No, window capture? Which one? This one. You make knives for famous designers like Stevie. He. Yeah, you're right. All right, here is the so here's the spectra, and so this is what the inlays. Okay, bro, get out of here. This is what the raised inlays would look like on the spectra. So you see, it's not crazy like to see, right? I think it looks pretty cool actually. So when they first told me this was not the idea that I had. So obviously I was like, no, I don't want to do that. But then the more I looked at it, um, I was like, you know what, it actually doesn't look that bad. So I think it's kind of cool looking. Um, but obviously you guys being in chat and seeing it, I want your opinions, please, about the what do y'all think about the scales? So, I mean, I've already made my decision, but I would like to know if y'all like this or not. I think I'm gonna see if I can fix this though. I don't want there to be a raised section under the pocket clip, because obviously then that'll be like a bunch spot, I guess, for fabric. So I might have to cut this part out. just so that there's nothing there for the you know what I mean. Even though it's still not a huge thing, but that's gonna be a problem. So, but yeah, what do y'all think? As a fellow knife designer, I'd say that edge plunges are definitely a determination. What? In the film of the Terminator, the plunge screws on the inside of the inlays. Are you asking if the inlays hey, flush the scale? I don't like shadow boxing where the inlays basically the scale smooth room reef type scale. The artistic, it's a whole scale. You can see a liner. Uh, no, the clip is not in question. It's the inlays. So I have one for flesh scales, which are flesh inlays, not scales, but yeah, inlays should be flush to the scale. Um, display that one. So yeah, so we're looking at the inlays, which is the gray, right? So that's exactly the first thing that came into my head was the you know, the reeve thing, which you know, so I don't think I've handled a inlaid Sabenza or Nkosi or whatever, but um I think it looks cool. It's not so much shadow boxing because this is still chamfered. Um but yeah, initially I wanted them flush with this obviously with the whole scale. And yeah, there are screws inside, so that's the internals. Don't get rid of that one. Let's see. Get rid of frame inlay so you guys can see. There's the screw holes right there for the inlays. Um, that's the show side, of course, and then the lock side. Do away with this one. Then show inlay. Then you can see these are the screws for the frame side inlays. So that way you guys can see. This is what I'm doing with the internals as well. So we have two pins to keep the backspacer in place. It's a cool little feature. A lot of companies won't actually do this, but I think it's pretty cool. So we'll see. Lock bar, of course. Cool logo pivot. It's got shouldered stop pins, which I love. So it's gonna be a pretty sick knife, if I do say so myself. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. But anyways. Yeah, I feel the same, Kyle, about the inlays being flush. Um, and like I said, that was the initial idea. Because this is a nice knife, but I feel maybe with the, with the raised inlay it might be okay. I don't know. But since I'm doing this, I think I might offer one. Um, I don't know. I might offer one just plain tie scale like this one. But I already have a plain Jane one picked out. Um, so I don't really know. They can always be sanded down, but that would be a lot of work on my part, I think. Especially to get them to sit flush. But could be done. I would, it is what it is. I think it's cool. I'm gonna have it prototype just to see anyways. But this is like the best example I have for the same basically the same inlay type thing. This is how I do all my I think everybody does them this way, but I like to do the inlays with the finger choil like to match. So that's why this one's kind of halfway like there. So since this one is so similar to this one, I figured it would be a good one to show off like what it would look like. So all my knives can definitely spread mayonnaise. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I don't know. Like I said, we'll have to see once I get the prototypes. So like this one is contoured and it's an integral. Moon Shoes, what's up, dude? Bro, I've been thinking about you. You know what I mean? I was talking to somebody. I won't say who on the stream, but I was talking to somebody about you yesterday. So you know what I mean? Good things, of course, but yeah. This OEM is not any OEM that you would know. This OEM, this is gonna be Riot for the Spectras. So I don't know if Riot did this one, but I'm pretty sure. But it's a similar inlay thing. Um, but this inlay is so much different than what I'm doing with the Spectra, so I just have it out to kind of see, but it's not really a good comparable besides the height. Happen to see you. Yes, sir. Dude, I'll text you, man. I'll text you tomorrow. I know it's late. Well, yeah, but you know. So a lot of irons in the fire, as they say. Has a cyborg like skin. Yeah, that stuff's cool. Question: pivot collars? So I was thinking about that today because on the render, I don't have. There's like room for a pivot collar. Um, See that? And I was like, oh yeah, that would be sick. But I don't know because of my M. So there's a lot going on in this section. Like on the Forest V2s or any of my OEM stuff really. Um, we have, well, not on there, but there will be. So like this one's got, but this lasered, right? These are lasered on, whereas it's milled. Wait, what? It's milled on this one. So I don't know if a pivot collar would look cool. Collar on the dimes. Yeah, I know. Pivot collars are sick. This isn't. Oh, it's in my pocket. Yeah, I've still been carrying this thing every day. It's such a nice knife. And the updated one looks even better, like with the wider blade, and of course the titanium clip. This is a tie clip, but it's a bent clip. I'm not a fan. Um, so the tie milled clip looks way better. Pivot collars look cool. It adds a little something. Adds a little je ne sais quoi. A je ne sais quoi. Carried my force today. Mallery money for life. That's right, dude. Jenny Saquon. That je ne sais quoi. Je ne sais quoi. Hmm. Well, what's everybody else carrying today? Since Maddie said he was carrying his Forest. I carried this and my Enzo pen. Have y'all seen the new one? Oh my gosh. The new Enzo pen. It's ridiculous. Carried shame and disgust from the live stream last night. Ah, well, you know. This is what happens when you eat 9-bean soup. Malcolm, you have a half track? I didn't know that. But nice. Do you have a full track too, or just the half track? Speaking of CRK, I'm carrying the new Sage 2. I don't think CRK and Sage 2 are the same, you know? A Sage 2, is that the liner lock one, right? Very nice. I carried my HMC Genesis 001 and his customized Hadros. That's a fancy carry right there. Um, I have an Atom in the pocket for the 5th day straight. Very nice. Titanium frame lock without the insert. Ah. I had a 50-50 shot there, and I picked wrong, so, of course. But yeah, very nice. My custom Civivi Hawkbill Hadros. Nice. And a Gareth Bull. I don't know how to pronounce that. Zero? I think it's zero. My birthday knife, Hogue Misto. Ooh, fancy. That's a good carry right there. The sage shape with everything else. It's the sage shape. Everything else here. Okay. The Hogue Misto is a nice knife. I think that one's like underrated. I think it's like slept on. Sent you a pic. Had it reground and got third party front scale. Who reground it? Oh dang, that's pretty fancy. That keyboard is wild looking, dude. Holy smokes. That's pretty nice, man. Wait, this is my Carta with my Carta? Wow. That's nuts. I got the fondled sassy yesterday. Very nice. Thank you, Josh. Back to Fusion and Lurkin. Tron. Yeah, the keyboard's sick looking. Mine does that, but not like this. It does the rainbow thing, but it doesn't have like the. That's pretty cool. That looks cool. I have to fight like a right. I like keyboards that aren't all clackety clack 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 when you type in on live streams. For whatever reason, they're louder than the microphones that the people are using. Someone in the chat, Kyle. Kyle basically has like a typewriter. It's just like ting. Sucker's loud. Which some people like it. Maybe it's okay if it was a different pitch. I just don't like the. I barely like this one because it does the same thing. It's really loud. I like the quiet keyboards. I thought about getting one of those small keyboards that have like the cut, like so that you only have like you don't have like all the functions and all the stuff like that. You just have like the keys, like the typing thing. I don't know. I don't know what they're called, but they're small. They look pretty cool. You'd hate this. Attention. No, yeah. I have like issues with sounds like that. But it's been like a lifelong thing. It's not just like keyboards. Like y'all know in Star Wars, I don't know what episode, but when they're on when he finds Yoda, when Luke finds Yoda, and they're eating out of the bowl and they're like whatever they're dipping the soup, the nine bean soup, I hate that sound. I hate that scene. I hate the sounds that they're making. It's the worst. It's like wood on a plastic bowl. It's terrible. I hate it. And ever since I was a kid, I hated it. I hated it. So I guess it's episode 5. My son makes boards for people. I mean keyboards, I mean don't get me wrong, everything is nice, right? It's just the tonality of the keys I don't like. The tone. I get like aesthetics and stuff like that. Like if you want something to look aesthetically cool. Like I like rotary phones. You know what I mean? Like the old school. Those are cool to me. That's cool. So like yeah, like I have a old phone in my shop. Just just there. Just sweet. A desk jockey. There will only be Star Wars 3 in my opinion. No. I mean, yes, but no. They're pretty good. You know what I mean? I can see like with the keyboard not being soft. I wouldn't want a soft keyboard like spongy. But like I can't deal with this. I don't like that. Like this isn't my main computer. Like this is just my gaming computer or well, my work computer, I should say. But I only use the mouse and I only use the keyboard when I have to. Other than that, I just use my controllers. I don't know. I feel like my if is Stevie still here? Take another shot, Stevie. Raise that up so you guys can see better. There we go. Check that out. Nice. Nice, mate. Like, I'm sure Kyle has other keyboards. But like that one looks cool. I just don't like the sounds. So do you only have one knife being sold by companies? That's right, Stevie. Do you only have one knife being sold by knife companies at the moment? I mean, I haven't checked lately, but no. Um, I mean, Artisan should have a lot. I do most of my work with them. Um, there's this company, just Terramundi. Which this knife is discontinued, but you can still get these on my website. Uh, See all this talk about my keyboard. Now I'm gonna have to use it. Um, and then if you go to products, you can see all the stuff. But so yeah, Artisan. There's obviously CJRB because that's Artisan. Terramundi, Beyond EDC. Um, Civivi. I don't think you can get those anymore. The Civivi Hadroses. Uh, Maybe on like Knife Center or Blade HQ, they might have some lingering around. I have some other companies, but I don't promote them. Um, I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. I don't know. But yeah, there's more than one model being sold for sure. But you can't get them any less. Any less where? And what's up, Terry? How do you do? How you doing? Yeah. This knife is so dirty. I need to clean it. I have skiffs in this one, by the way. Ooh. Only move my camera so I could show that off. Yeah, this thing is cool. I like it. I like it a lot. This knife is sick too. This is my favorite production knife ever. Ever. So nice, I bought it twice. I have skiffs on this one too. This is the Arcane Design Praetheon. And then I got the Zerkutai scales. Wow. And this is the prototype Praetheon. Prototype. Yeah, Arcane's still around. He's doing big things. I think he'll be releasing new stuff soon. His Blade Texas thing, he said he had some prototypes, so I'm assuming Blade Atlanta he'll have some new stuff. Does Skiff go to Blade shows? I don't know. That's actually a good question. I would think yes, Scooter, but I say yes because I saw in one of the like knife show videos he was in one of them, but it wasn't Texas. I don't think. Oh yeah, Terry. Yeah, Arcform. Yeah, Arcform went out of business or dissolved, and then they got bought out by Flytanium. So Flytanium is now producing the Arcform stuff. I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Because I too could be very wrong. Tough thumbs. Shout out. Shout out Tough Thumbs. Yeah, I like this knife so much. There's a lot of there's a lot more custom shows that I thought. Or invitationals, I should say. There's a lot more of those than I thought, though, for sure. Which is cool, obviously. But like, I didn't hear about the New Orleans one until like last year. I don't think. Oh, I gotcha. This is such a cool knife. And then I have another arcane prototype. Oh, with a stiff detent. The compound ground crawler non-flipper prototype. Iconic. Are they still producing stuff? I think that would be a nightmare for Skiff to bring bearings. I mean, obviously they would sell, but I think that would be the worst part. Is like, it's like that would be a headache and a half to bring all those bearings. This knife needs to be cleaned. Are y'all excited about the new, well, not new now, but the H2Os? So they're in production, which is very exciting, of course. They're telling me that they will be finished by late May. I know I said that before. I don't really want to harp on it too much, just because I know it's going to be after that, but that's what they're promising. Or that's what they're telling me, right? So, Malcolm, you already know, buddy. You're going to be put right in the back of the line with everybody else. There's like 3 people in the chat that's already, you know, they're getting theirs last. Yeah, okay, Malcolm. We'll unmod you. Somebody unmod him. Somebody, please. Please. But honestly though, like I'm really excited. I'm excited for me, obviously, because I really do think this knife is, it's so nice. Yeah, now you guys can talk about what you did wrong. But I'm excited for you guys to get this knife because, you know, I've said it before in my videos, like this is what the H2O looked like. Like my original drawing was this. This is it. And then through rendering and like modifications, this is what we came up with. So this light is kind of messing up everything here. So yeah, that's a little better. Anyways, what with the skiff compatibility sheet? Wow, that was a tough one. With the skiff compatibility sheet, it's easy to have a list of wants ready. Yeah, it's true. So this is what it turned out to be, right? This is a great knife. Do not get me wrong. I love this knife so much. And that's why I decided to do the H2Os, because I do love this knife so much. And I figured it needs, you know, the revamp. So anyways, I appreciate you guys that got in on the H2Os. Because, you know, it means a lot to me, obviously, to see one of my first designs that I ever made. Because I think this one was like maybe in the group of like maybe the first 10 or first 20 designs that I've done. So this one is like a special place because it's like, oh yeah, one of the first brain children. So pretty cool. Actually, I think let me try to find the H2O for you guys. Open step. Oh yeah. Here we go. Let me get rid of this. All right. You guys want to see the you guys can see the H2O. Let me do this thing. Display. All right, so this is the H2O, right? I wish I could do like split window. All right. Y'all might get a little headache on this one, but so you can see the edge, right? Neil, what's up, dude? Good night, sir. All right, so you can see like the blade is pretty much in line with the edge of the handle. And I don't have like a flat thing that we can base this. Oh, yeah, here we go. Other. All right, here's a box, okay? Let's see if I can do this without hurting myself. So you see like, but you see how the edge sticks up slightly, right? You can see that. So I told them, I'm like, I don't want that. Can we get the blade a little lower, please? See there, look at the touches, but whatever, right? There it is. So anyways, I'm like, bring the blade down. We're gonna fix the plunge, okay? Because we have this smile going on here. And obviously that's bad. We don't want smiles. So what's up, One Moon? So here's the so here you can see, if I do it this way, right? You can tell it's below the handle, which is great. You can see we have the different pocket clip now. So we have a smaller filler tab versus this one, right? And then we go to the back side here. Ta-da! We got the pocket clip, baby. So this is a Forest pocket clip. It was the same one as the V1, same as the V2. But the only difference is we shortened it, or I shortened it. So it's really cool. And I don't have just a clip on hand, I don't think, but we can look at the Forest together. So see the line, right? It's pretty close to this corner, okay? And then it's the same clip, it's just shorter than the standard. So here's the standard right, this is a V2 clip on the V1 scales. But so you can tell it's a little shorter and that this would be about, if the screw holes matched, this would be about where it would be. So the screw or the pocket clip is about this much shorter, so like half an inch. So it's gonna look really cool. I'm really excited. The H2O is looking pretty good. Then you have internal milling, which there is some internal milling here. I don't know if it's the same. Yeah, it is actually. So the same internal milling that's on the prototypes is going to be on the production version. This knife is less than 3 ounces, by the way. It's like 2.8 ounces. And it's a 3.5-inch blade, 4.25 handle. It's just really cool. So, we got flat screws. That'll be exciting. The prototypes are not flat pivots. They are, they have like, they're raised, and then they have the big chamfer on them. So it's looking good. I'm really excited about this. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am. But yeah, it just looks really cool. And then I can close the blade if y'all want. So then, yeah, man. Is that right? No. 174. It's not 175. One degree. There we go. There we go. So yeah. Not a front flipper. Hashtag. Hashtag not a front flipper. Yeah, it's gonna look so cool though. Dude, I have to get on the grind with Fusion so I can make parts. I can make parts, but getting full assembly to work. Yeah. I'm buying lunch. He's not. He's not. The geometry is not there. I'm telling you. If the blade is above the pivot, it doesn't matter what blade it is. You can front flip it, but not this one. Like this one, you can't front flip this one either. But if it had jimping, you could. You could do it, but you can't. You can't do this one. Also, I noticed when I was looking at this thing, I think I sold the prototype because this is a production one. So I think I got it mixed up. Which sucks. I noticed that today actually, because it's labeled prototype unless it's in the thing. I don't know about it. She gone. She gone. Yeah, I think I might have sold the prototype on accident. So Forrest is as Forrest does. Chuck Forrest Norris. Forrest Gump. Chuck Forrest Norris. Forrest. It's not gonna happen, bro. I'm telling you. And even if I have to buy him lunch, it's gonna be like, you know, McDonald's dollar menu. You know what I mean? Ain't no knife unfront flippable. This thing is so cool. Like this says a lot that I carry this knife for like 3 months now. I've been carrying this thing, especially because this was the main knife I carried. And not even this one, it was this another one, but this one looks better with the pocket clip. Heard it here, folks. I will be front flipping with it. No. I'm telling you, bro. I can't do it. And if I can't do it, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. No. That hurts. I can't even do it when it's open. It's too smooth. You know what I mean? Oh, well, that way. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Maybe I should have made it a front flipper. But no, this one's a front flipper. You know what I mean? I didn't want to have two coming out. So if we order the Damascus stuff in a separate, no, it'll be with the knife, not on the knife. But it'll be with the knife, but not on it. So I think some people, I don't know if they didn't know that, but you are getting the carbon fiber. Like, regardless of what scales you bought with it, you're still getting the carbon fiber scales. And then the additional stuff is included. You know what I mean? So, like, shouldered stop pin. I can make thumb hole inserts. Well. If it isn't Mr. Stuff. Howdy, Zach. Oh, you mean like if you take the scale off? Wait, what? Thumb hole insert? I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know if y'all caught Zach's live yesterday. Yes, yesterday. If you didn't, you should go watch it. It's pretty cool. Shout out. Shout out Zach. I will say it's a small knife, right? And don't laugh at me. But even on my hands, it's not quite a full grip, which is crazy. Because I do have small hands. But if I do like a, you know, like a whatever this is called, like whatever grip, yeah, then I can fit I can fit all four fingers. But if I hold it like a normal knife, then I'm 3.5 in it. It has a lanyard. I took it off. I still have it because it has a cool bead that matches the bronze anodizing. Um, so I still have the lanyard, but I did take it off. If you don't have a full immunity, you should get one. This is a very nice knife. Yeah, that. You know what I mean? It's a cool knife. I like it a lot. And I like this mill pattern as well. You weren't able to attend Zach's live. Oh, just go watch it. He posted it. Such a cool knife. Um, all right. What should we talk about? What should we talk about? Uh, so two OEM projects, at least 6 more fixies, sheaths, and 1 hopper. Super busy year. It's crazy because like last year I didn't do anything. I had 2 knife releases all last year. That was it. And they were collaborations. Um which they're good, you know, just cuz you know they're my knives. I think they're good. They were good. But yeah, other than that I didn't do anything. I don't think I even did anything the year before. Um Sadly, you know. Oh, the year before I had some injuries. So, um actually no, I didn't. I had injuries in 2024 and oh yeah, that would be the year before. Yeah, so 2025 I had 2 knife releases. In 2024 I had crazy injuries. Um so I didn't do anything that year and uh which was very unfortunate for me. Um had a head injury and had my leg injuries. So that was a tough year. But this year is making up for it because we have like Stevie said, we have the 2 OEM projects already, which this one launched February 4th. Um so yeah, and then doing the custom stuff. And then this one I'll be getting the prototypes um hopefully before June, but I doubt it. And then maybe we can do like a um like July, August type of deal maybe. Um and then go from there, you know. I don't think I'll be attending any shows. Like I'll be at Blade Atlanta, but for like the later releases, I don't think I'll be at like Blade West or anything. So we'll see. Dan Stan, howdy. Like watch it right now. Like yeah, like watch it right now, Maddie. Just leave here and check out Zach's live from yesterday. It's pretty good. Because he shows something in there that's pretty sick. I'll leave it at that. Thank you, Dan Stan. I'm very excited. Um, I've last year this knife, as we all know, the pre-orders kind of fell through. Um, Not that it didn't get backed, because it did, but I was short, um, X amount of orders. So, that was unfortunate. But anyways, I think now with the way that it's looking with the inlays and stuff like that, I think it's the right amount of like change and like the right amount of spice. I don't know. I think it's the touch that it needed because it's just a plain drop point knife, right? It doesn't necessarily stand out from anything like this, but I think adding those inlays is going to be like that's it. That's what it was missing. And they look so good. So, I'm very excited to see how this goes out or plays out rather. If I go to Blade West, would you go? Um, Fly me out. You know what I mean? Fly me out, baby. I don't know. I'd have to see about Blade West. I would like to go, but yeah, I haven't looked at anything or tickets. I haven't looked at tickets. I'd have to get a hotel. It'd be a whole thing. Oh, I get what you're saying, Malcolm. You just screen grab that. I see it. Yeah. Yeah, that would work. I mean, this would have been a great front flipper if I would have just put, that on there. Even the Hadros had the potential to be a front flipper, and I was like, nah, nah. It was just a thing I don't like. But with this one being this way, I didn't want to do another front flipper or a similar thing, and I didn't want to do a competing front flipper, if that makes sense. Because the one thing you don't want to do is compete with yourself. And since I thought this was going to be a thing and it wasn't, and I knew I was going to come out with it again, or whatever was going to happen to it. So I didn't really want to make two front flippers. Not that it really would compete, it doesn't really matter, but in my head, front flipping is a fad. You know what I mean? But this one is nice. So, but yeah, that'd be cool if you could make that. I'd promote it. I'd promote it. You hate us. No, I don't. It just does. I wanted it to fit this swoop. Like this swoop, I wanted this to be like a thing. With this one, it's supposed to follow this line, but it didn't really turn out. You know what I mean? Like that. So, still could have done it with this one. Um, I think that'll be a lot of people's complaints is this little thing. I guarantee you the first thing they're going to say, why didn't you make it a front flipper? Because I don't want to. Or I can say because of that right there. Look, if I were to make that a front flipper, Look at that. That would stick out. Boom. Hotspot. You don't want that. Uh-oh. I made an excuse for myself. But anyways, I'm really excited for the Spectra. I really am. I think I've gotten as far as my brain can take. I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow. Uh-oh. All right, sir. Let me know. Let me know. See, could you front flip this thing? Malcolm, can you front flip this thing? I'm a front flipper believer. Still have my old Boker Excalibur. Got a custom front flipper from Michael Zeba back in like 2015. And then I stabbed myself in the leg. Nice. That's kind of scary. Sleepwalking with knives. This thing is so cool, by the way. Can you front... Okay. Okay, the mat. All right, everybody that mentioned shipping, you're back in order. The people who say you can front flip this thing, out of here. Excuse me. No. I knew it. So okay, so what's the difference? I mean, we have similar geometry here, right? I mean, granted, this is way farther out, but speaking in this realm, you should be able to front flip this easier because you have more leverage than this, right? Barely. Ooh, that hurt. To be clear, or said anything in particular, I want front flip. Oh, Jesus. Well, if anybody can do it, Malcolm, I think it's you. So I'd promote that for sure. That'd be cool. These are exposed. Oh, you mean like all the way though? Yeah. That is true. Can you front flip a bean shelf? That 9-bean shelf, you mean? If you put your mind to it, Zach. Yeah, man. Get a mayonnaise, man. Get some mayonnaise on this sandwich, please. Please. All right. What should we talk about? Any questions or concerns? Anybody want to see anything on Fusion again? You know what I mean? If you have any questions about anything, let me know. Let me know. Let me talk to you. Haven't shown these off in a minute. See, I haven't even carried these things since I've had my H2O. That says a lot. Because this was in the pocket a ton, right? But so were these. That's my bean shelf. That's my bean shelf. That's where I keep my beans. That's my beans, yo. Navy pinto greens. That's my stapler. About that fusion masterclass. Yeah, what's the question? I can answer that real quick. Live design of fixed blade. Do it right now, dude. The I would do that if y'all want. Like I could make something. I feel like not obviously not you guys, but I feel like some people don't think I do fusion. Like genuinely. I could make a fixed blade probably in like with a bevel. I could probably do it in less than 10 minutes for sure. Fixed blades are easy. I wouldn't say 5 because that's kind of a thing, but I could do it in less than 10 for sure. The mat. I know when you get to bevels, you're for sure gonna ask. I have like the most simplified way to do bevels because people were confusing me, and then one day it just finally clicked. Like, oh, okay. Prove it. Prove it. Completely random idea. I just had a random live design a hawkbill. Ooh, okay. Do y'all really want me to do a knife real quick? I could rush it and try to do it in 5. That way y'all don't get bored. Kathleen, hello. Let's see it. Do y'all really want to see me design a knife? But I won't be able to read the chat. I don't think. Alright, let me clean this up. Let me move my stuff. Get my tough hat away real quick. Gotta have room for my mouse because I'll be going fast. So I need all the room I can get. I'm down literally on Fusion right now. Myself trying to figure it. What are you trying to figure out? I can either answer the question or just do it. So what's the question? And maybe I can, because I'm not gonna be able to read the chat. I don't think. Oh yeah, I can. Hold on. Let me pull up chat on my phone. This is kind of exciting, right? All right. We have the live chat now. Wait. There we go. All right, let me do live chat. There we go. So y'all can see it. I just came into the perfect time. Oh, in at the perfect time. Yes. Do an entire knife using only lofts and sweeps. No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. I cheat when I do. See, I'm telling y'all, I'm self-taught in this whole thing. So, all right, blam. We'll go new. We'll make sure this is. There is a way to fix this. Because I don't want to be in whatever this is, right? It's not hybrid. Inches. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, it's not gonna let me do it. All right. Anyways, are we ready? Okay, we're ready. We'll start the timer now. So we'll go top, right? Go create a sketch. Okay. Start the timer. That's right. Create a sketch. You pick your plane. Okay. You're gonna hear my bracelet dragging against the table, so I'm sorry. All right. So we're creating a plane. Then we'll zoom in a little bit here. We'll do a cool hawk bill. So we'll go. We'll do this thing, I guess. So I like to. We'll go to the straight line. Actually, I'll need my keyboard too. All right. So we'll go with the straight line, right? We'll do something like this. So that's 1/2 of an inch. Then exit out. Go up here. Maybe do an arch, right? About, so we want the blade, it's a hawk bill. So we'll go maybe 3 inches, right? Right. So we'll go maybe 2 inches this way. That's pretty cool. Go with the spline thing, whatever this is called, right? Then we'll go this way, come back up, do my little signature. Oh, fudge. Do my little signature thing. So we'll go back up here, enter, right? Enter. We'll do another arch or arc. Then we'll go down this way, like that. Do another line. So you click L for line, right? Down here, okay. Then let's say how, so this will be a 3-inch blade. Okay, no, it won't. It'll be a 2.5-inch blade. Oh, princess, right? This mark is just so I have a reference point. Okay, we'll make that straight, right? So that little thing y'all just saw, it means it's parallel. That weird double thing. And we'll do a choil. So we'll do this thing again. What's this line called? Spline. Okay. So we'll do our choil, right? Like this. Go down this way. Okay. Fudge. You don't want to do it like that. But so the cool thing with these, when you do splines, you can adjust them if you don't know. So you can do this, right? If you click them, you get these little green lines. And you can change them this way too. So yeah. I undid that, by the way. So we can make this bigger, I think. Drag this out a little bit more. And you can also move these dots. And then that way you can change your, like the way they move, right? So we can go back in this way, grab another spline, come back around. You know, if you want to do something like this, you could. That might be a little too much for me. Go down this way. That's all right. I think we'll go with another arc. 3-point arc is what I use a lot just because it's kind of easy to do. So now we have a profile, but it's not the hawk bill. So don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. So then you take your other, we'll do another arc just to make it easier. Go this way, boom, boom, like that. Get rid of this line so you can delete that one. Then we can move this kind of like that. Maybe move this down a little bit. Adjust, right? We have a knife. Then you go holes, right? So, okay, so you go, we'll do one here in the middle. It's not quite the size. This is Fusion 360. So we'll go. Actually, we'll do measured holes. That way I can be proper and know what I'm doing. So go 0.125, right? Point 0.125. When you do that, it locks in the diameter, or well, the radius at this one. Then your third one, of course, 0.125. Rightio. Then we'll do another arch here. Something like that. Something like that. What? What are you touching, dude? Anyways, do another one. Like this, right? Cool. So now we have profiles, which this is not touching this thing. What is up with this? What line is that, dude? There's an invisible line for some reason, which is fine. There we go. Boom, boom. Bang, boom, boom. So now we have profiles. So now we can create the blade and the handles. So the simple way to do it would be to go, okay, extrude, right? So you click your profile, shift, loot, baby. Dude, what's up? I'm doing it live. So then you extrude, right? Then you can pick your blade width. I usually go 0.12 just because it's going to hide. Oh, wait. I always do this. So I always create components, by the way, when I'm extruding. So a lot of people don't do this. Some people just do bodies. I do new components just because it's what I'm used to doing. So you go over here on the right side, and you can go, there's different ways. You can go one direction. You can go symmetrical. I just do the one side just because it doesn't really matter to me. But anyways, it's going to hide your sketch. So you go back here and you unhide your sketch. Then you can take this profile, right? Extrude it. And let's say we want to go, we'll do 0.15, right? But you want to go over here on the right and make sure your new component or new body, you don't want to cut or join. So we're going to go new component, click OK. And like I said, this is how I do this stuff. So then you're going to move it like that. Go 0.12 because that's where our things are. Now you can always readjust. But yeah, extrude. Then you go, what the heck? Profile, extrude. What are we doing here? Nah. I don't like that. We'll make this smaller. We'll go minus 0.2. We'll go 3. That way everything is like 0.12. So yeah. Why is that doing that? Go minus 0.12. That way you get this scale going. I didn't do the thing like I always do. Minus 0.12. This is the thing I do the most. I don't do the new bodies or things. I always just forget. There we go. Boom, boom, baby. All right, Lou, I can show you how I do my bevels, right? Also, the easiest way to do these things, just highlight these things, right? Your edges, not that one. Bada boom, baby. So then you go up here, modify. You have fillets, you have fillets. I always say fillets or chamfers, right? Chamfers is like the easiest one. Um, you know what I mean. 0.05. You do the same thing on this side. You hit hold shift, by the way, when you're clicking these lines. That way you can select multiple lines. 0.05. Make sure they're both symmetrical, right? Right, baby. All right. Now you guys can see how I do my bevels. Holy smokes, what's happening? So when I do bevels, this is the hard part, right? For some. So you click this, create a sketch on the plane. That's what I do. On this plane for the knife. So then I do a line following. Usually I follow the handle. This is how I do my plunges. And then here, and then you go out, right? But since we have a hawkbill, it's going to be kind of tricky. We're going to do a arc. Usually you want to follow your bevel, or you want to follow your edge shape. And this is how you get a constant grind in your fusion stuff, right? So we'll do like that, right? No big deal. Like this. Then this point here, this is also a very important feature. You want to make sure that this line is like behind here, because this is going to be your plunge. So we'll do like that, right? But you want to make sure that this is rounded like that. It doesn't really matter. But see that point, that's going to be your plunge. So then you finish this sketch, okay? So this is what I do. You finish this sketch, okay? Then you go up here, construct. Construct plane along a path. You're going to select this line, right? This is what trips people up. You hit enter. Then, right here, create a sketch along this plane now. So create a sketch. So now we're on this line, or this face, but we're on this line, okay? So I'm gonna get rid of the handles, which you can name these, by the way. So this is blade. And anyways, so you go, I'm gonna do a hollow, so we'll just do a circle, right? So we can do an 8-inch, we can do a 10-inch hollow grind, whatever we want, right? So let's go 10. So your radius would be 5. Then you can move this, right? So move your circle. It's like a circle because the circle is around. Then we'll put it on the actual knife. We'll put it on the blade like this. And make sure everything is nice. So this is your center line. Not really. 2. And then, so it'll be this one right here. This is your center. So this is what trips people up, right? Because this is a hard thing to learn. The bevels, you know what I mean? So we'll do it like that. Just cause. Just for the sake of this. So now, you're going to finish your sketch, okay? Here we go. Select this shape. Then you're going to sweep it. Right? Wait. Then you're going to sweep it. Okay? Come over to the right side. Select the path. The path is going to be this line. Okay? Now you're going to want to make sure on the right again that we are parallel. Okay? But you see, look at how shallow that is. So I have to bring the circle up. So you have to bring the circle up so that way we don't get this shallow thing. All right, we'll go here, okay? Same thing, no big deal. Select your shape, do your sweep, come over here, select your path, and then make sure it's parallel, not perpendicular, parallel. Look at that. Now we have a crazy hollow. Hit enter, okay? Now, here's the other thing, right? Go back up here to construct. Construct a mid-plane. Select this flat face. Select this flat face, okay? Then you're gonna get a plane in the middle of your knife, okay? Hit enter. This is the fun part. Select this. So hold shift, select every profile or every face on your bevel. Go up to create, hit mirror, click mirror plane on the right, okay? Mirror that. Hit enter. Look at this. We have a bevel. We have a knife. Bada boom, baby. Baby. What do you know? It's a little thick. So we can thin it out. No problems, no problems. So we'll go minus, no wait. Ooh, yeah, we're done. You know what I mean? That's it. And then if you want to do like counters, you hit hold. So there's a up on the top left hole. Click your surface. It'll auto catch these dots from your drawings. On the right side, you have different drill bits. So there's counter bore. That's what you want. Then you can select your diameters and all that stuff like that over here as well. But I don't like how tall these handles are, so I'm gonna delete these chamfers and we're gonna thin out the handle. But we're done though. I would call that done. Clock it. What's the clock? So we'll go extrude minus. We're at 12, so we'll go 9, maybe 0.09. Extrude minus 0.03. Now I know how you do. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, this is so easy for me to do the bevels this way. And especially since I learned to just make a circle instead of like do arcs or whatever. It's so easy. Yeah, that looks better. So hold shift, select your lines, right? Not that one. And then do the chamfers, right? Go 0.05. And the other cool things too is you can do your, like, okay, so you don't want these hard edges, right? Hold shift, we'll do these lines. Here you can do your, I still call them fillets, your fillets, right? So you can round these off, right? See that? And then now you have like this faux crown spine. And you can adjust the size of these. Like if you want to have like a bigger, like if you want an actual crown spine, let's go delete that. Delete that. All right. So let's select this one and this one. No. Okay. Then you go 0.05, right? So that went all the way back here. But what's it doing up here? It's looking pretty okay, I think. I think that's too much though. So we'll do 0.03. 4. We'll go 4. We'll go with 4. So now you have a crown spawn, mate. Isn't that sick? Well, there you go. I thought you might be starting yours from the center. No, yeah, the way you do yours is like kind of wild. That's why I didn't get it. When you showed me, I was like, I don't get it. I don't like these. These are too big. We'll go back to I think like 0.3 was good. 0.03 was okay. Oh, 0.02. We'll go 2. Anyways, so that's it. Then everything else is just fanciness. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you want to do the counter bores, click hole, click your surface, do that. These were 125. Then you want, like, what is the head size of my screws? Generally, you just do double, so it'd be 30. That's too big. 25. 25. That's still too big. 250? Oh, that's 25. Anyways, so that's fine, right? Ta-da. It's a big screw hole, but you know, but y'all get the idea, right? And then it's gonna remember whatever you decide, so that's better. So click that hole, right? Boom, drag it. Now my thing is I don't know how to do hardware. I have my hardware like pre-saved. That way I can just import the hardware. But there's like McMastercar on here and you can pick your hardware that way. That's just something I never learned how to do. We'll go in here, right? See, this is when you get just too fancy. Then you can you don't really want to do that right here because of your edge, but nah. Don't like it. So anyways. That's a big blade. So yeah, there's a quick it's not a master class. Loot's pretty good. You know what I mean? That's the guy I recommend you guys watch, but I just know how to get it done. You know what I mean? This is too close, by the way. This is a bad hole location. Needs to be moved up. But bam. Bam. Ship it. There you go. It's done, baby. That was fun. Did y'all like that? I still don't like the way this looks. I think this is too big. And then the crazy thing is like when you go to render, which you don't, I mean, you don't have to leave it, but you click your face and you go to appearance, and they have carbon fiber in here. They got twill, right? Nice. Do I have the down? Oh, there we go. There we go. So then you hover over the thing, see, like that. And then now we have carbon fiber handles. But then you can change, you can change the yeah, we have satin steel, baby. But you can edit your stuff. So you can choose your roughness, the scale of it. So you can make it smaller, how reflective it is, and it'll change for both sides, so you don't have to worry about it. You can make your steel super shiny. Looks terrible. We'll go with kind of shiny. Yeah, boom, boom, baby. Then you go into this thing, right? And you go into render. This is how people do their crazy photos. Then you can choose, like, you can do reflections. And that way you can see it, right? It's cool stuff. All right, that's it. No more questions. It's pretty cool. The blade's way too long, though. Which you could just do. I'm just going to do this just because it's super simple. And that's how you cut stuff. That looks better, right? So we're at 2.2 inch blade. Cutting edge. 2 inches. 2-inch cutting edge. That's a small knife. Excuse me. Then we have 2.1 inch handle. Jeez Louise. By the way, each one of these blocks is 0.5 inches, or half of an inch. So yeah, 1 inch, 2 inch, right? 3 inch. You get the gist. So we can go 1, 2, 2.5. Then we can go 3 inches, 3.5. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 3.5. So then you can inspect it again. Your handle is 3.4, and your blade is roughly 3.4 as well. 3.25, 3.22. Not bad. What is this? A knife for ants? So we're at a 3.4 inch handle. We don't want that. We'll go even bigger, just a little bit. There we go. That should be pretty nice. 3.9. There you go. That's just the internal. Usually this can be about 3.75, 3.25, or 3 3/4. Um, depending on the person, but and a 3.7 inch blade. That's nice. All right, that's my master class. But yeah, you like the way the bevels are done? That's the thing that trips a lot of people up, how to do the bevels. Um, I think that's the hardest thing to learn. For me, it was. Everything else is pretty easy. Um, generally speaking, I meant like as far as the fixed blade stuff. Of course, folders you have to do your internal geometry, your pivots, detent, detent location, stop pin, da 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 da. That's a little bit more work, but fixed blades, yeah. And it's a thick boy. Look at that, thick. Now we're not at 0.12, we're at 0.2. Oh my gosh, that's almost double thick. The thickness, you know what I mean? With this small twill, it looks very big. Cannot but talk. Yeah, you can do anything you want with it. I'm gonna get crazy thick steel and just hollow grind these things, because that looks ridiculous. All right, there it is, $100. Thanks. All right. No, I'm just kidding. But did y'all like that though? Right? That was a good time. Put my keyboard away. Thanks. That was enjoyable. Thanks. I'm glad y'all liked that. It's easy to get carried away, obviously, like just going, oh, well, I can make I can make this chamfer, or I can do this, or like, just even scaling it up like I just did. It's like, I didn't have to, but it's so fun, like, to just get lost in the sauce. You know what I mean? Lost in the sauce. The sauces. The beans. The 9-bean soup. Sauce. That's cool. This back end looks kind of like an eagle, right? Right there. Yeah, but anyways. Glad y'all liked it. Thank you for watching. Yeah. Me and Loot are gonna do we're gonna do a masterclass collaboration fusion. You know what I mean? Worlds colliding. More like a hawk. Ah, that's a good one. Good pun. You fell asleep. Do I need to restart? A restart. Do you see that, Stevie? I did this on stream. So, well, now I'll have to change the video title to be like end a fusion tutorial at the end. You know what I mean? A quick how to. So wait. Oh, I should have made Malcolm. I should have made the one that you wanted, or the one you sent me. You know, I didn't even think about it. But yeah, you guys should, as someone getting into fusion and learning how to design stuff. What's cool is that Loot and I mean, we do it similar, but there's things we do differently for sure, and that's why I like watching Loot do his work because it's different than how I do it. So I can learn. Like I learn from Loot and watching his streams. So it's really cool. I think Loot is more tedious because he puts in all the hardware, you know, which I just measure it all out. I don't put the actual hardware in my knives, just the pivot and the body screws, but they're not, if they're not to size, I just like scale them up. I don't, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, it's this screw, put it in. I have the bearings made. I don't have bearings. I don't do any of that stuff like the bearings, the hardware really. Um, I just make sure it functions and I can get all of the gist of it down. So that's why it's cool watching Loot. Because I don't think there's like a wrong way to do something, but it's cool to see the different ways to do something. Because maybe they do it, um, maybe it's a different way that's easier. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that's cool. It is cool to see different ways. Like I said, there's no wrong way to do something. It's just whatever you prefer and whatever you think is easier. So like the way you do bevels is probably really easy for you because that's how you've been doing it, and the way I do bevels is easy for me because I've been doing it for ever, right? Yeah, it's fun though. All right, well, we have 3 minutes. Any last comments or suggestions, questions, concerns? Malcolm, I'm sure you have some cool stuff though. Just saying. Just saying. I need to fix. So I'm gonna go back in after I finish sanding this thing because it's still rough and because I messed that up. So after I sand it down and once it gets nice and I can get rid of these little things. Um, unless Matt, you want to acid wash this thing, then I don't have to do it. But I want to do it right. So, anyways, after I sand this stuff down, um, I'm going to redo the bevel. You see, there's like these little where it's not like feathered in properly. There's some spots here, right there. So it's not feathered in as nice as I would like it. So this is on a one. What did I say the grit was? 120. So the next belt I'm gonna go with is like the 240. Oh, these were 240s, I think. But I have higher grits, so I'm going to go in with the higher grit and just lightly grind this stuff because I don't want to take away too much, but I would like to feather these in. And so the higher grits will allow me to do that without chunking away too much steel. So, but I got to make sure this is nice and sanded first because I can always resand this part, but redoing the bevels is tough. So even if I like maybe mess up a little bit, I can still just flat sand these. But touching up the bevels is tough. So I'll have to do that for sure. And I still have some room for error here. Uh, Essentially, I would like to bring this up to here, like to match that line, but I'm not that good yet. So I can just make it symmetrical, but I don't know about meeting points yet. But anyways, I do want to acid wash so that the white and teal. Ah, okay, cool. Well, okay, then I won't take too much time into the sanding, but I do want to at least get it all the same grit. Because like these things, you'll see these things on after I acid wash it. Like you'll see these little the deeper lines. But like these things, I don't think this will really show up, but like these probably would. I can't believe that happened, man. That's so upsetting. But anyways, wicked. This stuff is crazy, by the way. Ta-da! Oh, ta-da! I'm gonna try to sand this to like super fine grit as well, because I want this stuff to like really show up and get that like chatoyancy. You know what I mean? Because like you could see the lines, and I have like 2,000, 4,000 grit sandpaper, so I'll be uh I'll be sanding that away pretty nice. Oh, Palmer, what's up, dude? Sorry. So I'll be sanding that down to try to get the best like outcome for this thing. It looks so cool. Kind of like a burnt marshmallow right there. But yeah, this stuff is cool, man. I'm excited. I'm worried about this though. You see it kind of gets thicker. Like here, the epoxy gets thicker. So I need to figure out how to fix that. I don't think it's too bad, but these are the end pieces, so these probably look the worst. Well, anyways, I think I do at least. Yeah, well, that's what we do. I just make stuff for me. If other people happen to like it, then that's good. I get to make it. But you know, but these, yeah, I could just make these. So yeah, I see it. Yeah, you see that? Not no bueno, no bueno. But these are the end pieces though, so don't worry too much. I'll make sure they're symmetrical. You know what I mean? I'm debating stripping the coating off of my SE6. That'd be pretty cool. Am I going to make another integral? Um, Probably not, to be honest. Um, This one wasn't even my idea. But it's cool. If they wouldn't have or if they wouldn't have contoured it, it would have been nice and thin. But no, I don't have plans to do a lot more, to be honest. I still have a few things in like the pipeline from last year that I want to have made, get collaborated on. Um, but it's all things that are already finished and they're already done in Fusion and things like that. So I don't have to really do any work. Um, so, but yeah, I haven't done an integral myself though. Oh, nice. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I mean, maybe one day, I don't know, never say never, but it's not in my plans, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just like the factory says, "Hey, we want to do it." And they just, "Okay, you know. It's whatever they want to do." I'm just a designer. So, excuse me. But yeah. Well, alrighty, y'all. Paul Mills, what's up? I didn't even see you come in here, dude. But thanks for showing up. Yeah, thanks, man. I have a I have one on my website right now, but um I'll be doing some dropping some more soon. So yeah, excuse me. It's a 3.3-inch blade, even though it looks kind of small. I always think it's a 3-inch blade, but it's 3.3. It's kind of a bigger knife, surprisingly. So these are 3.5. Oh my gosh. That hurt my soul just a little bit. Oh, all right. Excuse me. That's 2 yawns in like a minute. So thank you guys very much for showing up. I appreciate it. My brother wants to get that knife. This one, I have one right now, but I will be posting more for sale soon. But I have one on my website at the moment. I need to find the prototype. I really do think I think I sold it. So that's not good. Get some rest. Eat your beans. Eat your beans. Live streams all over the place. Yeah, but this is the place to be. You know what I mean? This is it. Mallery Mondays. It's in the title. But yeah. All right, everybody. I appreciate y'all uh joining the stream. I do have more Ronald, but so if I'm out on the website, I'll add a couple more, but I do have more. I'm just going to try to get on a thing of like doing a couple drops. Um you know, that way things stay relative. But um or relevant, that's the word. Things stay relevant. But yeah, so but I appreciate that. But thank you guys. Take care, of course. Follow me on Instagram if you don't already. Um, I would greatly appreciate that over anything. Also subscribe to my channel if you don't already, but I know y'all all are. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. And take care. See y'all later.